guys, happy Monday. Let's try this again. I did a training, a Saint training the other night, and I had it was about like creating connections, with your customers. Like a lot of people do like any kind of sales, and your main goal is to just like sell your product or whatever. And so I was doing a training on how to actually create like meaningful connections. And I became a top seller at Saint, and everybody's like, how'd you do that? And I was like, from actually like connecting with people and talking to them and, learning about them and learning how I can help them and, how I can inspire them. Anyway, so then it said you can put like a note that comes up on your thing. And so my pinned comment said, what is your biggest obstacle when it comes to creating real connections? And then, but that was on the Saint Facebook group where I went live for a training. And so then it showed up on mine, which was really weird. But anyways, I want to do my makeup backwards today. So, well, backwards for me. There's no frontwards, whatever. Like you do your makeup however you want. Normally, when I do my makeup, this is the Saint makeup. You get your custom shades and then you build your palette however you want. Normally, I would do my contour and my brightening highlight. So my highlight and contour to do the, create structure and whatever on the face. But I want to do my concealer last because I want to show you how you can make your face pop a little bit more after you do your makeup. So we're going to kind of go in backwards order than how I normally do it. So I normally do the main foundation shade. I normally do the main foundation shade last. Like I'll do the contour and then the brightening highlight and put that on, but we're going to go ahead and dust that on first. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Oh, thank you, Nadine. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you. Y'all was so nervous because and this is a good, something I wanted to share with y'all. Hold on. I'm going to put my little thing that says, if you want a free color match, just comment match or text me or whatever. One thing that I was talking about, everybody's like, how do you sell so much Saint makeup? And it's like, cause I have real conversations with real people and it's like making connections. And one of the things about making real connections is like being yourself and making mistakes and stuff. So, and I was really nervous and a lot of people were like, oh, you're just so brave and you don't care. And it's like, I'm not like I'm not shy. I'm not afraid of a camera. But like, I was still nervous, and it just goes to show you that like, even the people that we look up to and we think they're just so cool and they're just doing all these great things, like they have their stuff too, So, we all shit our pants the exact same way. If you don't know that story, I'll tell it, but I'm sure all y'all have heard it maybe. Hey, Kat, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hey, Wanda, how are you feeling, my friend? I keep seeing your posts and I keep meaning to check on you each day, and sometimes I forget. I'm really sorry, but how are you doing? Thank you, Anna. Hi. I love you, Wanda. Lisa, thank you. That is a great compliment. When someone tells me, oh, you're down to earth, I'm like, thank you. That is literally the greatest compliment ever. Okay, so normally I do highlight and contour first to do the light and the dark. So the dark makes things look further away or smaller. The bright brings things forward, makes them look brighter and bigger. I'm taking my... Oh, good. I'm glad you're on the mend, Wanda. I'm taking my main foundation shade. By the way, when you use this makeup, this is cream. Hey, Candy. But it's not like a gross, like it's like a really light cream. So when you're doing your makeup and you're like, how much do I use? Just tap your brush, let it drop into your makeup like that a couple times. And it'll just pick it up on the edges, and then we're just going to lightly sweep that on our skin. So it's not like super heavy painting. It's not like gooping on a bunch of pigment. I normally say you can do this in one layer, and you can. This is another way to do it. Just kind of dust your main shade on all over, and it really is like a dusting situation. So this is my main shade, dusting all over. This is not where like you put the foundation on and you get all the coverage right away. This is a buildable makeup, and after it sits on your skin for a few minutes, it starts to melt in, and that's where the coverage comes. So will you please trust me when I say use very little and then give it 5 minutes, because when it heats up on your skin and just starts to melt, kind of like an ice cube on a countertop, it starts to spread. And then you just kind of get this really beautiful melty finish that just, trust me. Oh, Dawn, we can do it together. You posted a set up your first palette. Oh, Kat, I can do that. I have one somewhere, but it's been a minute, so I'll do another one. Thank you for that idea. It's a video idea. Anytime you guys need something, just put that on there because someone else probably needs it too. April, yay! Did you do the color match yet? I'll send you the color match form. I love that you explain it like you're 5. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Okay, so Dusty, Sweepy. I know it's cream, and everybody goes, wait, what? You're sweeping on your cream makeup? Yeah, treat it like it's a powder. I'm telling you. Look. So it's giving me some correction and a little bit of coverage. Just hold your freaking panties on, okay? Hi, Carmen. How you doing? Okay, so I just dusted on my main foundation all over. We are not creating that layer of foundation that wipes out all the dimension. This is like very, very light, and let it melt. For the love of the lamb, let it melt. Nobody believes me. Hey, Tracy, good to see you, my friend. Happy Monday. Okay, so if you need to know what your shades are, if you're new here, just comment match. I'll tell you what shades to get, and then you can build your own palette however you see fit. These are all customizable palettes. So it's $16 a shade. You build your palette, and it's really fun. You can kind of build it with, you know, foundation, concealer, contour, bronzer, illuminator, whatever you want. And you can get as much or as little as you want. These little pans are all like, they come like this, and all the palettes are magnets. It's really fun. And the first day I forgot my setting spray. After 8.5 hours on Resident Care, it was still flawless. Yay! I'm so glad to hear that. And congratulations on your new career, Desiree. That's awesome. Going to the beach for Labor Day, need a glowing look. That's Carmen. That's actually a really good question. If you're going to the beach and you want makeup but not makeup, that's a good idea for this weekend. I should talk about the glow kit. It's just the bronzer and illuminator with like maybe a little bit of blush so that you can still get a little bit of coverage and a little bit of color without, you know what I mean? I feel like cream always stays like damp on my skin or sticky. Does this dry? I know what you're talking about. So Brandy, this is cream, but it's not like a wet cream, right? If you put on too much, you'll feel it. But if you put on very, very little, the way I explain it, you won't feel it at all. It feels like a silky powder, kind of almost. If you ever feel this makeup, there's too much. And if there's too much, you're probably wearing the wrong shade, because the wrong shade will make us apply differently. So that's what I help with. So my phone number here, everybody can text me and just say, hey girl, like I need help with this. And I'll usually say, hey, text me a selfie. Let's see if we can figure out a different color or a different technique. So oh, okay, so I'm 41, so we're the same age. Oh, April, I'm sorry to hear that. You got it. I'll send you the form. I got you, girl. I wore my makeup on Saturday. Oh, these are great testimonials. I'm gonna steal those. Those are questions that a lot of people have. Brandy, this makeup feels like your skin, no settling. You forget you're wearing it. You really do. And there's no alcohol either, so there's no like you know how makeup will dry on your skin and it kind of create that like flawless finish, but then after all the moisture is gone and it's sucked all the moisture from your skin, then it's just like you're left with just like pigment, and it's kind of like stains your face and then it cracks and cakes and all that stuff. This ain't that. So you'll really like this a lot. It takes a minute because it's new, and so you're like kind of a skeptic because there's so many products out there that are like, will it make you look like this or whatever. Listen, this ain't gonna take away your wrinkles, your lines. This ain't gonna take away your labor pains, your C-section scar. This ain't gonna do none of that. You need Jesus and a scalpel and probably a whole lot of creams and lotions filled with snake oil. But it will give you the opportunity to just kind of enhance the your features that you already have, and just kind of help you just feel a little bit more glowed up. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is my contour shade. This is the smudge brush. Y'all need this. Look. It's got 2 dense ends. So my contour shade, I like to create shadows here. It don't gotta be perfect. This ain't coloring in the lines. Do whatever you want. I ain't your mama. But it's really easy to snatch your nose. It's really easy to snatch your cheekbones, under your lip, get a little bit of the pouty, whatever. However you want to do it. You don't gotta contour your nose if you don't want to. But my black cherry, oh, the black cherry is so pretty. Did you also, you guys, the loyalty rewards program, you can go shop, you can use points. Like whenever you buy Saint makeup, you use your points and you can get like free makeup and like stuff from the loyalty shop. And there's a color called Haze and it's my favorite. And everybody needs it. Hey, Janine, good morning. Good morning. Okay, so I dusted on my main shade, kind of all over to just create a very light base, right? So with my main shade, by lightly dusting it on, I created a little bit of color correction, a little bit of coverage, but not like your liquid foundation where you paint it and then it's like this flawless finish that eventually goes away. Oh, I can't wait till you get Haze. Yeah, Kat, this is the smudge brush. She's dense, so she's not fluffy. So I use this to kind of, see how I just kind of draw on, kind of like a toddler with a crayon on a wall. And you're kind of like, that's kind of what it is. Smudge brush. I have hormonal acne and cancer scars on my face, and Aspen is my best friend for color correcting them before moving on to the other 10s. Isn't that so funny, Nadine? So Nadine points out that there's a contour shade that Saint has, and the contours are like brown, and you're like, ew, they're just like brown. These are gray and blue based, right? So think blue for contour, and then for bronzer, where like you get that faux tan, it's like the reds and the oranges. So what's funny is that these actually have a blue base. Blue cancels out orange, but they also, some of them have yellow in them. And Aspen is one of those shades that has yellow also, which will cancel out violet, which a lot of the redness on our face that we think is red, so we need green to do color correction, but it's actually violet filtered through the skin and we call it red. Anyways, this color called Aspen is a color corrector for red. So lupus, rosacea girls, acne, anywhere you get redness right here around the nostrils, that's a great color corrector. It's not as good as the actual like demi color correctors, but it does work wonders. And you just dust it on lightly. I'm telling you. Dawn, I'll send you the color match form after this. I got you, girl. I got you. Okay. Charlene, do you like Haze? Isn't it so pretty? Oh my God. We've needed it so bad. Melissa, when you use the smudge brush, are you applying like this? Like just kind of jam it into the thing and then like kind of like that. That's kind of the smudge brush. We're toddler, crayon, wall. That's smudge brush, kind of. This contour shade is Astoria, I think. Let me double check for you. I drop it on the floor. Let's see. No, okay, this is actually Fiji. That's a highlight shade that I'm using as a contour, so it's a little bit warmer. Say again for rosacea. Yeah, if you have rosacea, the redness, I can help you color correct that. Most of the time, your main shade has enough yellows in it that it can color correct. But if you need a color corrector under your makeup, sometimes it's really intense red. The Aspen is really good for that. And a lot of people are like, why are you giving me a contour for that? And I'm like, can you please just trust in me? Okay, Sarita, yay. Okay, so you ordered, there's nothing on the website that says foundation. You have a main highlight, which is like your main foundation shade, a brightening highlight, and a contour. The concept or the idea is that all these shades together create your 3D foundation. So your foundation shade is your main highlight. So when I color match someone, I say, this is your main highlight shade. So I took my main highlight or my foundation and I used my brush to sweep it all over. Or you can just do like the contour and everything else and then add your main shade. So it's just semantics. Saint be churching stuff up sometimes, Rita. Okay? Saint, they church it up a little bit, okay? Angela, I'll send you my color match form. You upload your selfie. I will tell you what shades to get and then you build your own palette. Like whatever, however big or however small, all the palettes are magnets and you just put in there what you want. I'm telling you, it's so freaking fun. It's like do you remember when you were a kid and you had like Clueless, and you know how she was on her computer and she's like, I get up like every girl in the morning and I pick out my outfit. She's on the computer and the outfits are like moving in the wardrobe and you can like pick and choose and mix and match. That's kind of like this and it's really fun. It makes me feel like a kid. Hey, Sarah. Yeah, Nadine, that's a good point too. If you have larger pores and texture, a darker color kind of hides them a little bit. Okay, that's water timer. Hydrate, drink your water. Every 15 minutes this goes off, you drink your water. Coffee doesn't count. Coffee's disgusting. Y'all be like, coffee counts, it's just water with beans in it. Coffee's so gross. Okay, so I did my main foundation shade, or what I like to call the main highlight, because it's all your foundation. I always wanted her closet. Me too, I still want her freaking closet. Y'all, my husband needs to move out so I can have his closet space. That's so bad. He has like 7 t-shirts in there, but I still want his closet space. Anyways, Kelly, isn't traveling great with your makeup? Okay, so I just did my main foundation color, and then I took my smudge brush and toddler crayon wall. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And then I'm just taking the same brush that I blended in my main shade with, and I'm just pressing this into my skin. So this is not a situation where we have to like swipe and wipe and drag the makeup away. We're pressing it into our skin. This will melt into your skin. Y'all seen that? Every time I say that, I think of, oh, damn it to hell. What's the name? Oh, Forged in Fire, where they make the knives. And he's like, and they have that cute little like, what, is he Filipino? I don't know what he is, but he has this cute little accent, and he looks at the challenge, and he looks at the blades, and he goes, your blade, it will cut. Your blade, it will kill. And I'm like, he's so cute, but that's what it makes me think of. Your makeup, it will melt. Okay, reality TV. It's fine. Anyway, so see how my contour is just like blending in? It looks scary and it looks weird, and you're like, oh, what the hell? But then you melt it into your skin. This ain't your regular Ulta, Sephora foundation where you're like, oh, CoverGirl, yep, this is fine. Like, no, this is better, and you'll like it. Thanks, Miss Anne-Marie Bell. When you tell me you want a color match form, y'all, and I'll tell you what shades to get. I'll send you my color match form, and then you just upload your selfie, and I'll take a peek and say, oh, you could use these shades, and then you just build your palette however you want. Get whatever brushes you want. It's all customized to you. It's all, ain't your mama, do what you want. Hey, Heather, good to see you, friend. Blanca, I love when you're here. Thank you for always showing up. I love seeing your beautiful face. Okay. So I normally do my brightening highlight or my concealer and my contour first, and then I fill in all the areas with my main foundation shade or my main highlight, right? Today, I just swept on my main shade. Okay, so that's blush. My main foundation shade, swept it all over. Then I pressed on my contour that I used, my smudge brush, and I toddler, fist, crayon, wall. That's how messy it can be. Okay. Hey, Jill. Hey, Kelly. I hope you have a great day too. Happy Monday. You guys make me smile so much. You have no idea. I always get so excited coming here. Did you guys know that when I'm feeling like sad, or I'm just, you get those days where you're just like, oh, I just feel so blah, or I feel so overwhelmed. Everybody, my friends, my mom, my husband, everybody, they'll be like, go do a live, because they know when I come here, like, I get a mood booster. It's like, I don't know, it's my drug. It feels really good and just joyful. And hey, Danielle. Okay, so main foundation shade, dust it all over like a powder, doing my makeup a little different today. Then I did my contour kind of all over to create that structure. I already saint. I feel like saint is a verb. If you saint, you are legit. Okay, so now I've done that. Now let's do bronzer, which is what I would typically do next. Bronzer, you guys, if you're scared of bronzer, look. Bronzer goes on like the high points of your cheeks, like where you would get a sunburn or where the sun's rays would fall on your skin, right? So think of, you know how I say use your Scuba Steve goggles and the bright goes in here? Where your Scuba Steve goggles sit on your face, like the high point of your forehead, the high point of your cheeks, that's where the bronzer goes. So like the bronzer is like the shape of your goggles on your face. They don't got to be perfect. I just usually make little dots just so you can kind of get an idea. So bronzer is goggles on your face. It's not scary. Get the freaking bronzer, okay? I'm telling you. And then you'll be like, oh my God, I look so alive. And I'll be like, you're welcome. No longer the crypt keeper. Hey, Christy. Hey, Lisa. Okay. Are you ready? Bronzer, it melts. Your blade, It will kill. Is he Filipino? I don't know. Maybe he's not Filipino. My stepmom's Filipino and they don't have the same, I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay. We have a great group of ladies in here in the VIP. I'm telling you, you guys, mood booster. Like what do you call it? What do you call the drug where the serotonin, or what's released when you exercise? Endorphins? And happy people just don't kill their husbands. Okay, bronzer look. Melting. Speaking of the beauty group, if you are not in my beauty group here on Facebook, it's Freedom in Beauty, VIP. Just comment the word VIP. I'll send you the link to it if you don't want to search for it. The women in there are amazing. And if you have any questions or like, hey, I have sensitive skin. Do any of you guys have sensitive skin? You'll have like 47 women, but I have sensitive skin and I use this. Dopamine. Yes. Thank you. Can't go a day without bronzer. I can other things, but Bella is my BF. Thank you, Nadine. Same. Listen, y'all, Bella bronzer. I'm a bronzer hoe, though. And as soon as you wear bronzer, you'll be a bronzer hoe, too. Because some people are like, oh, it's just so dark. I don't want to try it. Okay, no. And then you put it on and you're like, I've never felt more alive. And like youthful. It's just amazing what a little bit of warmth can do. Yes. Okay. Serotonin, dopamine, whatever. That's you guys for me. Okay. So normally I do my 3 main shades, like my daughter always calls it dope. I love that. It is kind of like a drug, like dope. Also don't do drugs. Facebook's gonna be like, you're fired. Okay. So foundation, concealer, contour. Normally I do those 3 shades first, but today I just dusted on my main shade really lightly. My contour shade, and then my bronzer. Okay, now let's do blush. So I'm going to keep going without my brightening highlight. I'm going to save that for the last, and you can make a huge difference in the brightness when you save it for the last. So I want to show you that. So I want to use that new haze color. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. What do I do with haze? Haze is... I don't know why folks be calling me. I ain't answered the phone since 1907. Is this textable? Text. Okay. Should I be putting foundation? Sarita, did you hear what my response to that? All of this makeup together is your foundation. So there's not anything that says foundation. If I say main highlight, that's kind of what you would know as a foundation. But because we use all these colors in different areas, typically it's 3D foundation, all of it together. So that's why it's not called foundation. As we can just apply this all willy-nilly and blend and look great. See what I mean? Hey, Erin. Oh, you're close to me. You're in Perry. Okay, I'm in Plant City, so I'm not far. I'm not super far. Okay, blush. So that new haze color... Okay, this is the new haze color. You can get this in the loyalty shop. So when you buy makeup, you earn points, or like if you refer a friend and they use your link or whatever, you can earn points. It's like a point per dollar, just like at Ulta or Sephora, whatever. And, oh, sorry, Sarita. Yeah, so all of these shades together create your foundation, but what you might know as foundation is actually your main highlight. So if you see me say main highlight, that's because that's your like foundation shade. And then your brightening highlight is like your concealer. But we're doing the brightening highlight or the concealer. We're doing that last today because I want to show you how to really get the most pop out of your makeup. Jessica, where are you? In Florida. Not like where are you right now? I'm not a stalker. We don't, if you are comfortable sharing where in the general area. Instagram said I was in downtown Tampa because I put Tampa on my post and everybody was so weird. They're like, we can see where you are. I'm like, that's not, Instagram just picked a spot in Tampa. Okay. Oh my God. You're like 5 seconds from me. You're in Bartow. Okay. So I'm right by like 39 County Line. So we close, girl. Okay, so that's haze. Look at it on the freaking lips, y'all. Look. A chill in the air in New York. Girl, come here. It's a bazillion degrees. Well, Linda, you're from Lakeland. Oh my God! I was born and raised, well, not born. I was born in Fort Lauderdale. I was raised in Lakeland. A lot of it. Gwendolyn, this for pale girls too. This for pasty girls. This for pasty ass girls. You can still wear bronzer. A lot of pasty girls think they can't, but yes, you can. Yes, huh? Yes, huh? Look, that's that new haze color. She legit. I love her. So anyways, whenever you buy makeup or whatever, you just use your points and you can get her. And you can buy, like, you can use your points for other makeups, or you can use it for, there's, like, travel bags. Look, this is haze on the eyelids. That lip and cheek shade. Oh my God, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. I'm telling y'all. Look. That's that color. On my cheeks, on my lips, on my eyes. Isn't it so pretty? Oh my God. I have like 900 eyeshadow palettes. I do too. Sarita, I have like so many eyeshadow palettes. And then Morphe sent me this huge box of like 57 eyeshadow. Like I have all the eyeshadows. But I just love that you can just, it's, to be honest, it's really nice for travel. Like if you ever travel and you need to set up a palette just to go have some eyeshadows in there. Like I love how versatile it is. Sharon, isn't it pretty? I'm in PA and I put long pants, socks, and a sweater on today. It's hot. I'm hot. It's hot here. Y'all come to Florida. We have a pool party. We could go. We haven't used our pool all summer pretty much. We've just been so crazy. We have a pool party. Okay. So when I did my makeup today, I did it backwards. I have no business buying more eyeshadows, but I do, girl, same. It's no shame. No shame. I felt that in my soul, Sheena. Because I saw palettes were like magnetized. Yes. I'm telling you, I travel like crazy. I travel so much. And it's nice just to be able to grab a couple brushes in your palette and go. It's easy to do on a plane too. The lighting isn't the best on the plane, but it's easy in like the airport, plane, whatever. New Jersey is humid and warm. I don't understand. I'm excited for winter, but we don't really get that here in Florida. Maybe one day or two. Hey, is your name Bev Ann? Like Beverly, like Bev Ann. This is Saint, by the way. I'm sorry. I like to make sure I pronounce your name right. I was named after a televangelist, and everybody's like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Mackenzie." And they're like, "What's your first name?" And I'm like, "Still Mackenzie." So I like to know. I wish I had half your energy. Melinda, did you know I wake up like this? I do not drink coffee because it's disgusting. And everybody's like, "How much coffee did you have to drink?" And I'm like, "None, because it's gross." No shame in my Game of Thrones. I love it. Okay. So today I did my makeup differently. If you're just jumping on, the reason that I did it backwards was to show you how you can use your brightening highlight. So you have your main highlight, which is your foundation. I kind of dusted that all over. I contoured to snatch to Jesus, and my bronzer and my blush and all these pretty colors. Now I'm going to take this brightening highlight. So kind of last step, right? Put it on last. Sharon, yes, it can be full coverage. It is buildable. However, this makeup, and everybody here will tell you, you put on a little bit and you'll be like, damn, okay. It's full coverage, but it's not like overloaded with, like, you don't need a heavy layer to get full coverage. So all my girls are like, I need full coverage. And then they put on very little and they're like, oh, it's like, looks full coverage, but it ain't super full coverage, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, you can, Bevan. Oh, I'm so good. Bevan, this is Saint. These are individual shades. So foundation, concealer, contour, bronzer, illuminator, blush, eyeshadow, setting powders, lippies, all the things. And then you just build your palette. So if you want to get a color match, Bevan, just comment match, and then I'll go through and I'll send you my color match form, and you upload a selfie, and I'll help you figure out what shades to get, and you build your own palette. They're like little they're little pans, and they have the ingredients and the color, and then you just, all the palettes are magnets, and there's different sizes. It's real fun. I'm telling you, it's real fun. Okay. Brightening highlight, very, very last, okay? The brightening highlight, if you're new here, I like to explain brightening highlight inside your scuba goggles. So Scuba Steve, scuba goggles. It's bright in here. That's where the brightening highlight goes, okay? So you just take a little bit of your brightening highlight. This is cream. A little bit goes a long way, but it's not like gross cream. That's the water timer. Drink your water. Hold on. I'm out. Put me in, coach. Hold on. I need more. Take some of my energy, please, because I have too much and don't know what to do with it. get super bored with like 5 minutes of doing it. No, me. That's me. I can't. I have ADHD really bad. Like, it's bad. I've tried more makeup under the sun than I care to admit, but I haven't used anything on face besides Saint. Me too. Once I found Saint, I was like, that's it, dude. Like, this is good. Full coverage, but it does. Trina said it does cake like other makeup, but I think she meant to say it doesn't, because it sure don't. But you can add more makeup, but you will not need it. Like, full coverage, you think, okay, more. So here's the deal. We in general are used to taking a foundation shade, slathering it all over our face like paint, like we're painting a wall, right? And then adding in all the other shades. You can do that with this makeup, but you do not need that much at all. It melts into your skin. So this is a really beautiful light cream. It's not heavy. There's 11 ingredients. They're clean. One of them is actually beeswax, which is really, really good for your skin. Very, very healing. So if you have acne like I did, it really helps to eliminate that. It's great for problematic skin. Just really beautiful. Okay, so I took my brightening highlight. So when I color match you, I'll match you to a main highlight, brightening highlight, contour. So we're getting highlight and contour. I know we see the 20-year-olds doing it. I'm 41. It's my turn. I have met gravity. Okay, the 20-year-olds have not met gravity yet. They don't know, but it's fine. I haven't done any cream-based stuff. Serena, you'll love this. Like, your skin, and then what's cool is that there's no alcohol in this. That's why, like, mature skin ladies, like, you could be old as Methuselah, have all the wrinkles in the world and still wear this. There's no caking and cracking and creasing and all that. There's no alcohol in this makeup, so it doesn't break. Do you know what I mean? Excuse me. So it just, like, moves with your skin. It stays put. It's beautiful. It really is nice. Okay, so I am just taking that brightening highlight and just pressing it in right where I applied it inside my scuba goggles. And I just love, I'm probably using the wrong brush. Like, you can probably use a smaller brush. Like, when I teach about the brushes, I always say use a brush that fits the area. So, like, it's literally like Photoshop in real life. It is. The makeup is the filter. How does it do in heat and humidity? I live in Oklahoma. I live in Tampa, Florida. And I do surveillance in a 160-degree car year round in Florida. It's fine. No, so this makeup is cream, and so although it's not waterproof, any sweat or tears, if you're a crier like me. I'm a Cancer, I can't help it. Whatever. Your makeup will, like, any water or sweat will just bead on top, and it doesn't wipe it away. Kind of like if you're wearing powder and you cry and you see that stream of the tear, that's not this. Look at that. Look, I did the brightening highlight last, and look how pretty. See how it just, like, brightens this area? I love it. It's so nice. How long does it usually take you to do, like, a full face? Sarita, I talk horribly a lot. I talk the skin off an apple. But 3 to 4 minutes if you ain't yakety yak like me. So 3 to 4 minutes, and once you get the hang of it, and you just put the shades where they go and press it in. I'm telling you, girl, you'll have your makeup done 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 7 if you do eyeshadow and you take your time, like, so fast. No more taking 100,000 years to put on your foundation and then adding everything else. It is just really, really fast. You're not digging through a bag. And I think that's another thing too, is like the convenience. It's super affordable. You build your palette however you want. So each shade is like $16, right? And you can get, like, if you're just starting out and you're like, okay, I want to start, I'm like balling on a budget, right? Start small, get a little baby palette, just some main shades. And then little by little, you can go to like a bigger palette and then a bigger palette. You get palette credits when you buy makeup. It's so much freaking fun. You'll be like, oh, and then your makeup is so fast. What is the lasting time? Oh, Sarita, so when it comes to your makeup staying on your skin, with any makeup, but especially with cream, this makeup was meant to melt into your skin. So I just recommend keeping on top of your skincare, exfoliating, moisturizing, which you should do anyways. But when you take this off at the end of the night, like at the end of the day, you take off your makeup, your skin is hydrated because there's no drying ingredients. This is very hydrating. not greasy hydrating, just regular hydrating, right? And so then when you do your skincare at night, you cleanse your face, you do your moisturizer and your hydration, and you're hydrating some more. So over time, your skin just stays hydrated, and it will just, your makeup, you'll find that your makeup stays longer when you're taking good care of your skin and you're exfoliating and hydrating. So it's really nice. And definitely do like the exfoliating doesn't have to be like this huge long process. Get like the microfibers. Saint has these. I love Saint's microfibers. They're like this. So there's like a rougher side and a softer side. This will exfoliate just fine. You don't need to do nothing crazy and whatever. Deirdre, bless you. Well, my glasses slide off my face. Gina, that depends on the shape of your face, but if you put a little bit of powder and just like right there on your nose like I do, my glasses usually stay. Talk the skin off an apple. I do. I talk so much, y'all. Lord Jesus bless it. And that's how the addictions start. I'm telling you, it really is fun. I don't suggest starting with the palette 4. I'll save you. Go for the 27. So the 27 palette is this Mama Jamma. She big. She holds 9 colors on every level. This is the 18 palette that I'm using. There's 9 and then 18. So you can get different sizes, but I'm telling you, once you get your makeup, you'll be like, oh, I just want like another color. And then before you know it, you add in colors and you're like, damn, it's better than a damn makeup bag. I'm telling y'all. And then next thing you know, you're going to have a palette for your purse, for your lippies, and you're going to have a palette, you know, and then your daughter's going to be like, I want some makeup, and she's going to be stealing it. And then you're going to get one for her, which if you have a teen daughter, I can match her too. Usually when I like doing teen palettes, because I usually don't do the contour, so they like, I'm able to kind of show that like less is more and, you know, help them build their confidence. How does it set into your pores with older skin? Jennifer, so this makeup is cream. There's no alcohol, so it doesn't dry. You can use less makeup with this and get more camouflage. So the reason that I like that this makeup isn't in stores, which it may be one day, but I like that I can kind of help you understand that like, so our face is different colors in different areas, right? I use this really, really bright color, this really, really bright highlight color here. If you are someone with a lot of pores and texture and a lot going on there, I will not match you with a shade this light. I'll match you with a darker shade, but still a shade that will help you provide that pop, right? So you might be someone that, for instance, right now, my self-tanner, I haven't done my self-tanner in a couple days. So this is a little bit lighter. You can use your brightening highlight down here to kind of match your neck. If you have texture, pores, whatever in this area, use a shade that's a little bit darker. It's so versatile, and I can help you one-on-one, like tell you like, oh, there's more pores in that area. And when I color match, when you guys comment match or just say, I need a color match, I'll send you the color match form. I don't only look at the tone of your skin. I also look at how old is this person? What color is her hair? What color are her eyes? What shape is her face? And so that's how I color match. So if I notice that you have a lot of texture or pores, I'm not going to match you to a super light shade because the darker shade will help camouflage it more. So that's where I come in and kind of can really help you with like where everything goes. Oh, Paula, my mom uses mango for her dark under, and that's her main shade too. So it's really interesting. You have your palettes warmed up. Mine doesn't glide on easy. Shelly, so your makeup should never be gliding on your face. So my palettes they're just room temperature. My husband is a penguin. He's an Eskimo. We live in an igloo. It's cold as hell in here, even though it's in Florida and it's hot sometimes, but whatever. Anyway, so it's actually pretty chilly. But when you press your brush into your makeup and you just like kind of slather it on your skin, don't forget when I used my contour shade, toddler, fist, crayon to a wall. So it's going on like a little bit more. But whenever you apply your makeup, you're never dragging it or pulling it or making it like smear across your face. We're just pressing it into the skin and letting it melt. So I hope that helps. How often you have to replenish your 10s doing your makeup every day? Danielle, your makeup, obviously depending on how much you wear, it should last you at least 4 to 6 months, if not longer. So it just depends on how much you use, but because you use like contour only in this area and brightening highlight only here, like, and then the foundation only in these areas, you'll run out of things at a different pace, but it should last you a good long time. You don't need very much at all. This was my summer of Saint. They took all my money. The last Champ sale had a lot of really good colors. I was really sad to see those go. Hey, Trudy. Gotta go to my Monday stand-up meeting. Bye, Valerie. It's so good to see you. Okay, so I did my brightening highlight last, and I love the pop that I got. Now I'm going to add a little bit of cream illuminator. These are really nice just to kind of, it makes your face look like it's glowing a little bit more. What time is your pop-up in Nashville? Oh, Lee, I think we will be there, oh, crap moly, 10 to 3? I want to say, I'll post it in my story, and I'll be keeping you updated. So not this, Saturday, September 13th, from I think it's 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or something like that. I will be in Nashville at the pop-up. It's open to the public, and Saint's going to have a display of the makeup, and I think just so if you're local to Nashville and want to come, I will be there the whole time. You can come say hi. It's going to be really fun, and then you can order makeup or whatever. I'm going on 1.5 years, and I just had to get a new main highlight, though I only apply mainly in the center of my... Okay, so that's... Sheena, first of all, that's a good long time. When you use very little, you don't really need a whole lot, it'll last you a while. Will Saint do a pop-up in New York City? Stephanie, I don't know. I'm not sure. I know we're doing our annual, reunion or whatever in Nashville this year. I don't know where it'll be next year, maybe. I have no idea. Okay, setting powder also, where I applied that brightening highlight, I'm just taking a little bit of my setting powder and tapping it in over the brightening highlight. Look how bright my T-zone looks now. Do you ever come to Arizona? Gina, Phoenix, favorite place in the world. Hands down, favorite place. And I hope to be there soon, actually. There's a case that I've been kind of working out there. So maybe, I hope to. It'd be fun to see you if I do go out there. Okay, so brightening highlight, I did it last with my setting powder, and I really, really like the pop, so definitely try that. The new Haze color in the loyalty shop, when you buy makeup, you earn points, just like at Ulta and Sephora. Get this color, it's called Haze, it's only in the friggin' loyalty shop, and I wish it wasn't, but it is. We have band coming that same day in Clarksville. Oh, that's so fun. Also, Nail Junkie. I know a lot of y'all order custom press-ons from my best friend Nail Junkie. Her name is Tiffany Clark. We've been friends for 30 years. She does custom press-ons. That's her business. It's what she does full-time. I know so many of y'all order from her. She lives in Nashville, and she'll be there with me. So you'll get to meet her, too, if you come. Paula, another tip, less is more. When you first start using it, you may want to use a lot of product. Don't. It doesn't take much from medium to full coverage. That's so true. So when you put it on, it actually starts melting into your skin. So imagine an ice cube on a countertop. It's hard, it's solid, it's sitting there, but as it hits room temperature, it starts to soften, and it just, imagine that. It's so freaking pretty. Happy to catch you. Oh, you mean notifications, Becca? I don't know how to do that crap either. I'm so bad. Hey, Jessica, thank you. I'll send you my color match form right after this. If you want to get your colors for this makeup that I use, listen. Tell me, you'll freaking love it. I live in Surprise. Oh, Surprise, Arizona. Okay. The bougie side of the west side. Lots of new shops. Gina, listen, she said, all you have to do is say shopping. I'm coming. I'm packing my bags. I'm a good shopper. Okay, let's pop on just a little bit of eyeshadow and I don't know, call it a day. But 3 to 4 minutes and your makeup should be done. It should not be taking you unless you like to take your time. I'm someone who enjoys taking my time doing my makeup, so it shouldn't take you long. Where's my damn eyeshadow brush? We won't wing it with a bright brush. Okay, so I took that Haze color, the new loyalty shop color, and I put her on my lips, my cheeks, and my eyes just for a base and to show you that you can put the creams on your lids. Now I'm going to add some butterscotch. I like to, if you use a cream on your lids, like a cream eyeshadow or one of your cream shades on your lids, I would set it with a powder. Whether it's your setting powder or a neutral eyeshadow shade. How does it do with greasy skin? Manny, that's a good question. It's actually a really common question. If you have greasy or oily skin, that's usually an indication that your skin is dry. So whenever your skin is greasy, it's because your brain is saying, hey, we're dry. Need moisture, need moisture, need moisture. This makeup, this cream makeup, is not, there's no alcohol in it or drying ingredients. It's very hydrating. So a lot of people would think, well, I can't use hydrating makeup with a greasy face. You actually need to use hydrating makeup, because what'll happen is the hydration will be on your face, and your skin will tell your brain like, hey, we're good. We don't need no more oil. And so it actually helps to train your skin not to produce as much oil. And then when you take your makeup off at the end of the day and you do your moisturizer, the more moisture you give your skin, the less it will create, because it doesn't need to anymore. So it's actually really, really good for your skin. And there's beeswax in this makeup, which is really hydrating and really healing for the skin. And then conversely, if you have dry skin, this is a great way to hydrate it. So oily skin and dry skin, this is great for. So I recommend trying it. I think like if you use it 1 or 2 days, it might seem like it's a little bit extra oily, because it's like oily and like, you know, the cream makeup, because your skin is still producing all that oil with the extra hydration. But as soon as it realizes it doesn't need it, you'll be like, oh, holy buckets. You'll see. It'll be really nice. Will it look oily on without a setting powder? Becca, I did not use a setting powder anywhere except my T-zone, and I used an illuminator here for a little bit of extra glow. But it's just a light, like it's not, when I first saw it, I was like, ew, cream makeup, that's gross. But it's not like the gross cream. It's really, really nice. So it's not greasy or oily. It just gives you a really pretty glow without being like gross. Do you know what I mean? I know that there's some creams, I don't mean to talk about like other products, but it's one of the good ones basically. But I'm a skeptic and I have to try everything out for myself, so that's just my experience. Okay, I'm gonna finish. So I put that haze color on my lids, and then I did some butterscotch. Let's do a dark, let's do this one. I'm gonna do a dark color out here. Add a pop of Drama. If y'all did not see my eyeshadow video where I took markers and I drew different sections on my eyelid, y'all have to watch it. So many people were like, holy crap, like I can do my eyeshadow now. It was good, I think. Okay. All right. Pressing on my Drama shade, my dark scary Drama shade. I like teaching makeup. I think it's fun for people to see that like it actually is attainable, and we ain't gotta look like these freaking influencers and celebrities and models to just feel good about our makeup. You know, it's so intimidating. So I like to break it down and actually make it attainable for real women to actually do their freaking makeup. You know what I'm saying? Tawanda, if y'all see this color on the website, get it. Sharon, you like the markers? This color is called Tawanda, and she looks like pink on the website, and you're like, ew, nobody wants pink eyeshadow. But she's more of like a rose gold. This is Tawanda. That's that one. She look crazy as hell, but she not. She's you know how like they say when you meet a guy, right? And he's like, you're talking to him, getting to know him, and he says, oh, my ex was crazy. Like, that's a red flag, because of course the ex was always crazy. This is the crazy ex. He says she look crazy. He says she crazy as hell, but she's not. This is actually her. This is actually the ex. She's not crazy. She was fun and exhilarating and beautiful, but he says she was crazy. That's her. She's not really crazy. She's pretty. See what I mean? Tucker, I used this haze color from the Loyalty Shop on my lips, my cheeks, and my lids, and then I took this butterscotch color on top of it, and then I did this color. I think this is Philly. Yeah, this brown color, which is called Philly. This one, and then Tawanda on the inner half, and then I always take this color called Drift. She my bestie, and I put her with the eye boogers right here. I just tap her right with the eye boogers. Boop boop boop. Stephanie, Philly. That dark outer corner color is Philly. And I just kind of, isn't that pretty? I'm telling y'all, these shades are really beautiful. Y'all gotta, I always say to my girls, get the freaking scary color, put it in your cart, like add to cart and buy one scary color. And y'all know how they say, like, when you're a kid, they're like, don't smoke weed, that's a gateway drug. Get one eyeshadow. That's the gateway eyeshadow. That's the one that's going to make you go, oh, I like this. I can do more and build your confidence. And the rest of them also don't do drugs, but I'm just trying to make it relatable. Anyway, so get the scary shade, because once you put it on, you'll be like, oh, this really is pretty. So, and then if you text me and say, hey, Mackenzie, I got a scary shade, I don't know what the hell to do with it, I'll show you. I'll make a whole video. I'll name the look after you. I'll send it to you in your inbox, your DM, host a party, whatever. It's fun. Isn't Tawanda so pretty? Look. You think she's not. You would think she's crazy as hell. Like, oh, my ex is crazy. No, she's not. That's her. That's how he described her, but look. So, oh, that's a pretty name. Is it Minette? Minette? So this is Haze. When you buy makeup, you earn points, kind of like at Ulta and Sephora, and you can use your points in the loyalty shop, and she's in the loyalty shop, but she's not on the main website because they jerks. I'm going to go storm the castle at Utah. Anyways, this is Haze, and she's in the loyalty shop, so she's the one you get with your points. Hey, Allison! I have to put in my contacts to see to apply without rubbing the end of my brush on the mirror. I'm looking for a dark plum. Melissa, are you talking about for eyeshadow or for like a lip and cheek color? We have a nude color. There's nude and there's a color called plum. If you want me to show you those, I can. But for eyeshadow, then you'd want Lullaby. So tell me if you want the cream lip and cheek or eyeshadow, and I'll show you. Thank you, Stephanie. Good to know. Use your, whenever you sign up for an account, like you have to have an account to buy makeup so that I can, like it comes to me and it puts you in my back office system and says like, hey, what, like, you know, what, it helps me keep track and like, you know, so I can provide you the customer service or whatever. So when you create an account, then anytime you go on and buy makeup, it just gives you points. Okay, Melissa, eyeshadow. So are you talking about something like this? This is called Lullaby. This one is Revival. This is probably my favorite combo. Lullaby and Revival. They both have a little bit of like purpley, but they're very neutral. Like they can be brown too. Do you know what I mean? Melissa, tell me if you like these. And then there's also for a dark plum. You can use the color plum too on your lips. I mean on your eyes. So if you see a lip and cheek color, like for instance this one, this Haze color, that's a cream lip and cheek shade, but I put it on my eyes. Hold on a minute. Where's my, oh, this one's plum. So this is a lip and cheek shade. That's actually a plum cream color. Stephanie, I'm telling you. Did you get your color match? You got your color match, right? I could have sworn you did. And then, let's see. So that one's plum. And then nude is another favorite that's kind of plummy, but a little bit more brown. Melissa, don't you love the Lullaby? Okay. So there's those. So these are the powders. This is Lullaby and Revival. And then this is the cream plum, and this is nude, and then the loyalty color, the Haze, the new one from the loyalty shop, that's Haze. Gorgeous freaking colors. Okay, so these are the creams, these are the powders, and then you can really use like any color really on your. This one is Fig. She's more reddish though. Trina, I love it. The cream shades, you can use the cream shades on your eyes and like top it with a powder or whatever and just try to have fun with it. They're not as dark or as crazy as they look online. Anyways, just comment match. I'll tell you what shades to get. If you bought like some of the last chance eyeshadows, the ones that are gone now, or you have some shades and you're like, how the hell do I wear these? DM me or text me. That phone number, it's me. I'm a real boy. I'm like Pinocchio. Like it's me. I'm not a robot, and you can just text me and be like, hey, I got this color. How do I wear this? And we'll talk about it and I'll, whatever. Been putting off until I get Botox. Stephanie, you're so funny. I get Botox too. For this. I get these little horns right here, these little balls, and they hurt. I need to check if I ordered the Tawanda. Natasha, you need Tawanda. Okay, you guys have a great day. Let me know how I can help you. I absolutely love helping women find their confidence in makeup, and it's just, I don't know, it's been such a joy. So please reach out with whatever you need. I'm here to help. All right, I love y'all. Have a great day. Comment match or whatever you need. I'll send you the link. Love you. Bye.